So what is going on, everybody? It's me, Troi, of course, and I'm here again with another video because you just clicked on it. All right. I'm feeling pretty good today. I said when I got off, I said, let me come up here and talk to the people because I enjoy speaking to you guys, and I've been missing talking to y'all a lot of times. I was gonna say sometimes, but actually a lot of times. I'm trying to keep that going, but you know, this video, I really just kind of want to share what it is that I plan on closing out the year reading. It's nothing spectacular, and my reading list is nothing spectacular or intellectually stimulating or esoteric or analytical. It's nothing. It's just me saying this is what I want to read. It's that simple. It's just this is what I want to read. Okay, this is what I plan on reading, and it helps me to put things kind of in the focus. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a telescope here, okay? And then, of course, as always, use this platform to share these things. So don't look for any depth or anything. We're just here to share what I want to plan on reading. And, you know, with me, I can come up with something. I can come up with a reason to read the books that I choose whenever I choose to read them. I can come up with something. All right. But the idea here is that these are two Black mystery writers, women, who I've been reading for years, who have started another series and who have persistently released throughout 2023 new books in their new series. And I kind of looked at it like, you know, when it comes to streaming services, some people, you know, they watch one episode at a time, and then there's some that wait for the entire season to come out and binge watch the whole thing. At least that's how I do sometimes with Korean dramas. So that was the idea. I said I'm gonna wait till the end of the year to read every single book, do a complete scan reading of every single book within these series that these authors that I love have released, something like that. So we'll get right to it. So I'm finally picking up my copy of Tracy Clark's Hyde, and I'm actually about 56 pages into the book. It's the first book in her Harriet Foster series. I get that name Foster because my third grade teacher, her name was Foster, and that's how I envision her in my head. But you know, Harriet Foster is a police detective. She's gonna be investigating who has lost her child previously, and who has recently lost her partner. So she's moving to, I think, a new unit and has a new partner who he's disgusting, but I'm believing that there is something underneath his very prickly disposition. I'm waiting till the author actually gets to that. You know, there has to be something else underneath that. Tracy Clark is very good at that, right? So I'm finally reading this book. It came out earlier this year in January. I said I'm going to wait because she's releasing two books within the series. And recently, as probably about 2 weeks ago, the second book in the series, Fall, came out. So I got my copy of Hyde and Fall. And the third book, Echo, is slated, as far as I've last seen, to come out in December of next year, a whole nother year. So with that being said, I'm just gonna have to wait, but I at least got the first two books in Tracy Clark's Harriet Foster series, Chicago PD. So we're good with that. That's what I'm gonna be reading back to back. That's my plan, and it will be successful. Next is Olivia Matthews' new baking culinary mystery series. I shared the first book earlier this year, which was called Against the Current. As you can see here, I think it's, the Brooklyn, New York, Little Caribbean or Caribbean, however you want to say it. It's a culinary mystery centered around baking, Black-owned bakery. And I absolutely love this cover here, as I've spoken of before. But she is releasing 3 books in this series this year. So I think this one came out in January. Then I have the second book, which came out in July, which is called Hard Dough Homicide. And then the third book, Coconut to Death, I believe it's called. It's going to be releasing on December 26th, so the day after Christmas. And I'm literally off Saturday, Sunday, then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then I'll go back to work until Thursday and Friday, and then the subsequent weekend with New Year's being off. So it's just like I can cram through these books next week. So this is what I'm going to focus on this week. And then next week, I'm going to focus on reading the three books in this series, because the next one, like I said, comes out on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, the day after Christmas. So that is my focus for the end of the year. it's just something I want to do. I waited. I love these authors, and I just felt like that this was a good time to do it. It's nothing other than just another one of my, maybe you can say, unusual plotting skills, unusual arranging skills. But outside of that, I am kind of hoping that I could fit in James Rolland's Sandstorm. I've been wanting to read this. This is another book that has been looping in a ticker tape message, looping through my head to read it. And see, the thing is that this is a library copy from my library, but there's always this kind of tension that I get when it comes to checking out library books if I don't read them right as I have received them or checked them out, where I'm almost like, well, maybe I should just go ahead and buy the book and then, read it whenever I'm in the mood. I gotta chill on that. I have got to absolutely chill on that. So I want to kind of get this mug out the way so it'll be out of my system, and then I'll be much more enthused, or if I like the book, I'll be much more enthused to just go to the library to check out whatever subsequent book within the series is available. But Sandstorm is on my list. And then I have to mention Monotone Masquerade by George Beck. He reached out to me a couple months ago to share his new book, and I have been reading it, and I'm currently on page 102. But it has to do with this boy. It takes place in Britain, I think London, but it has to do with this boy who, he doesn't exactly has Munchausen syndrome, because he's kind of in on the game, but reluctantly. But his mother is basically giving him this imaginary disease where she is using whatever welfare resource that she can, or disability or whatnot, to siphon funds for her to live the life that she is living, basically living off the government, if you will. I digress and put that part aside, but that's just the general concept of the book. And of course, his job is to come from underneath her and her narcissistic ways, as well as her manipulative and twisted ways, to become the man that he wants to be. But the question is, will he go into like the grittier, darker realms that he's familiar with per his mother's activities, or will he choose the lighter approach? So I'm halfway through, and I just want to make sure that I mention that before the end of the year. So that is it. Those are my plans for the end of 2023. And I can't wait to read Homicide. I was like, my thing is, it's like I'm terrible at picking up books sometimes. So I was like, maybe if I'm just going to wait like this, I might as well just wait till the end of the year when I can cram them all together and binge read this entire series, or what is of the series at the moment. But that's it. Happy holidays if I don't upload anything from here. Happy holidays, Christmas, whatever, New Year. I don't really get into all that. I just want to eat and throw my ankles up somewhere and cross them somewhere on somebody's bed. Not in a sexual way. I'm just saying, like, I got my own bed, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, bye.